Listen closely. Life will break you. Plans will fail. People will leave. The ground will shake. And still, you will not collapse. This audiobook is your blueprint for staying strong when everything falls apart. Resilience is not a feeling. Resilience is a system, a way of thinking, a set of actions. Repeat after me. I adapt. I act. I persist. In the next hours, I'll give you the mental strategies that keep you standing tall when life knocks you down. Immediate triage, unbreakable routines, relentless self-talk, micro-wins, and the courage to rebuild under pressure. Don't wait for relief. Build your resilience now. You are not fragile. You are engineered to endure. Chapter 1. Stop hoping. Start stabilizing. Hope is not a strategy. Read that again. Hope is not a strategy. When everything falls apart, hope will not pay your bills. Hope will not fix your health. Hope will not rebuild your life. You have a choice. You can sit and hope, or you can stand and stabilize. That's the key. Stabilization is your first job. Not dreaming, not wishing, not waiting. Stabilize first. Strategize second. When the storm hits, your instinct will be to panic, to freeze, to scroll, to complain. Stop. That's weakness disguised as coping. You don't need their permission to take control. You don't need anyone's approval to stabilize your life. Here's the truth. Chaos multiplies when you do nothing. Every hour you wait, the damage compounds. Your mind spirals. Your resources drain. Your confidence collapses. You cannot afford that. You must act now. Step 1. Stop the bleeding. When a crisis hits, your first move is triage. Stop the bleeding. What's bleeding? Your money, your time, your energy. If you lost your job, freeze unnecessary spending today. Cancel subscriptions. Cut burn rate. Secure the basics. Food, shelter, utilities. That's the key. Not luxury, not convenience. Survival. If you're heartbroken, stop emotional bleeding. Remove triggers. Block the reminders. Delete the photos. Replace the routines that keep you stuck. You have a choice. Stay in pain or start healing. If your health collapsed, stop the spiral. Hydrate. Sleep. Call the doctor. Schedule the checkup. No excuses. No delay. Control the controllables. Repeat this until it's burned into your mind. Stabilize your mind. Stabilize your calendar. Stabilize your cash. Step 2. Secure the basics. Once the bleeding stops, secure the foundation. What do you need for the next 24 hours? Not the next year. Not the next decade. The next 24 hours. Write it down. Food, water, shelter, sleep. That's the list. Everything else is noise. You don't need perfection. You need stability. If you're broke, your job is not to find a dream career today. Your job is to secure income for the next 30 days. Deliver food, freelance, sell and used items. Pride is irrelevant. Survival is everything. If you're emotionally wrecked, your job is not to find your soulmate today. Your job is to stabilize your mental state. Walk outside. Call a friend. Journal for 10 minutes. That's the key. Repeat after me, one day at a time, one task at a time. Step 3. Build a 24-hour plan. Hope says, I'll figure out someday. Discipline says, here's my plan for the day. Which one wins? Discipline. Every time. Write your 24-hour plan now. 3 columns. Non-negotiables. Eat, sleep, move. Critical actions. Apply for 3 jobs. Make 2 calls. Send 5 emails. Environment control. Remove distractions. Silence notifications. Clean your space. That's the system. Simple, direct, repeatable. You don't need their permission to write this plan. You don't need motivation. You need structure. Why this works? Because chaos hates clarity. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. When you write the plan, you shrink the monster. You turn, I'm overwhelmed, into, I need $1,200 for the next 90 days. You turn, I'm lost, into, I need 3 calls and 1 mentor by Friday. Specific problems have specific solutions. Vague problems have infinite pain. That's the key. Real-world example. Imagine this. You lose your job. Panic sets in. You scroll for hours. You complain. You hope. 2 weeks later, you're broken. Now imagine this. You lose your job. You freeze spending. You cancel subscriptions. You write a 24-hour plan. You apply for 5 gigs. You walk for 20 minutes. You sleep 8 hours. Which version wins? The second. Every time. You have a choice. Chaos or control. Hope or action. Which one do you choose? The mental script. When fear hits, repeat this. Stabilize first. Strategize second. Control the controllables. One day at a time. One task at a time. Say it until your brain believes it. Say it until your body moves. Say it until hope dies and discipline takes over. Common excuses and why they fail. I don't know where to start. Start with the bleeding. I'm too tired. Fatigue is fixed by action, not avoidance. I need motivation. No, you need momentum. Motivation follows movement. Stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They don't exist. You have a choice. Act now or suffer later. Your action challenge. Before this chapter ends, do this. Write your 24-hour stabilization plan. Execute the hardest task first. Remove one distraction from your environment. Do it now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, that's the key. You mastered the first rule. Stop hoping. Start stabilizing. You killed the fantasy. You built the foundation. You proved you can act under pressure. Now let's go deeper. You stabilize the surface, but the enemy is still hiding. Fear, confusion, ambiguity. It's time to drag it into the light. Chapter 2. Name the enemy. Define the actual problem. Vague fear multiplies pain. Precision reduces chaos. That's the rule. That's the key. You feel overwhelmed. You feel stuck. You feel like the walls are closing in. But you can't fight what you won't name. You have a choice. You can drown in ambiguity, or you can cut to the fog with clarity. Name it to tame it. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Say it out loud. Here's the hard truth. I'm overwhelmed is not a problem. It's a reaction. It's a headline with no article beneath it. You must write the article. You must define the specifics. Specific problems have specific solutions. Vague problems have infinite pain. You don't need their permission to say what's really wrong. You don't need anyone's approval to write your reality. This is your life. This is your crisis. Own the diagnosis. Step 1. Translate feelings into facts. Start with the sentence you keep repeating. I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost. I can't do this. Now translate. Turn emotion into math. Turn noise into numbers. Turn panic into a plan. I'm overwhelmed. I need $1,200 per month for the next 90 days to stabilize. I'm lost. I need 3 calls and 1 mentor by Friday to define my next move. I'm falling behind. I'm missing 2 critical habits and 1 accountability system. That's the key. From vague to measurable. From fear to facts. When you write it down, you shrink the monster. When you set a number, you create a target. Targets can be hit. Targets can be measured. Targets can be conquered. Say it. Name it to tame it. Step 2. Identify the door: money, health, or relationships. Every crisis lives behind one of 3 doors: money, health, relationships. Sometimes all 3, but there's a primary door. Pick it. Open it. Work it. Door 1, money. What is the exact deficit? Not, I'm broke. Be precise. I need $3,600 for the next 3 months. What are the assets you can liquidate? What are the skills you can sell within 72 hours? How many outreaches will you send per day? Numbers crush anxiety. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Door 2, health. What is the exact relapse? Sleep? Nutrition? Movement? Doctor compliance? Name the variable. Set the baseline. I sleep 5 hours. I need 7.5. I move 0 minutes. I need 30. I drink 1 glass of water. I need 8. That's the key. It's not about willpower. It's about discipline. Track the inputs. Track the outputs. Install the routine. Door 3, relationships. What is the breach? Betrayal? Misalignment? Overdependence? State the truth. I'm checking my phone 120 times/day for validation. I keep engaging with a person who does not respect my boundary. I have 0 mentors and no peer accountability. You have a choice. Protect your energy or bleed out. Name the behavior. Name the boundary. Pick the door. Stop wandering the hallway. Step 3, write the enemy's bio. If you don't describe the enemy, you'll fight the wrong battle. Build a 1-page bio. Make it plain. Make it blunt. Name, financial deficit. Size, $1,200 per month for 3 months. Timeline, 90 days. Count of moves. 20 daily outreaches. 2 freelance gigs per week. Selling used items by Saturday. Metrics, weekly cash inflow. Expense reduction percentage. Runway days. Or, name, sleep collapse. Size, 5 hours per night. Timeline, immediate. Count of moves. Phone out of bedroom. Lights out at 10 p.m., 20-minute evening walk, magnesium routine. Metrics, sleep duration, morning energy score, late night screen minutes. Or, name, validation addiction. Size, 120 phone checks/day. Timeline, 30 days. Count of moves. App blockers, silent mode, 2-hour deep work blocks. Daily call with 1 true friend. Metrics, screen time, check counts, deep work hours, weekly mood score. You're building a playbook. You're not guessing. You're not hoping. You're defining the battlefield. Specific problems have specific solutions. Step 4, shrink the problem into daily slices. Big problems feel impossible. Small slices are manageable. Shrink the problem into daily minimums. Money, 20 outreaches/day, 2 proposals/day, 1 income experiment/week. Health, 30 minutes movement/day, 8 glasses water/day. Lights out at 10 p.m. Relationships, 1 honest conversation/day. No contact where needed. 1 mentor reach out/day. It's not about drama. It's about discipline. It's not about talent. It's about consistency. You have a choice every morning. Add 1 slice or add 1 excuse. Repeat it until it sticks. Name it to tame it. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Step 5, install the language of precision. Your words train your brain. Stop using fog language. Start using precision language. Replace I can't with I haven't yet because I'm missing X. Replace I'm busy with my priorities are misaligned. Replace I'll try with I will do A, B, C by time. Replace I hope with I plan. I act. I measure. You don't need their permission to speak clearly. You don't need motivation to be specific. Precision is a choice. That's the key. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1, money shock. You lose your job. The fog arrives. Here's the move. Right. I need $1,200 per month for 90 days. Action. Free subscriptions. Cut burn rate by 40%. Send 20 outreach messages/day. Schedule free interviews/week. Deliver food for 2 weekends. Sell 3 items by Saturday. Language. I'm not broke. I'm bridging a 90-day gap. Outcome. Anxiety compresses. Action expands. Scenario 2. Health relapse. Your energy crashes. Sleep is chaos. Here's the move. Right. I need 7.5 hours nightly for 30 days. Action. Phone out of room. Lights out at 10 p.m. 30-minute walk daily. Protein plus water before screens. Language. I'm not lazy. I'm undisciplined. Today I choose discipline. Outcome. Mood stabilizes. Momentum returns. Scenario 3. Relationship burnout. You're drained by people pleasing. Here's the move. Right. I will enforce 3 boundaries for 30 days. Action. No to unpaid emotional labor. No to late-night texts. Yes to one honest weekly conversation. Language. I'm not cruel. I'm clear. Outcome. Energy rises. Respect increases. You have a choice. Stay vague and suffer. Get specific and build. The 3 questions that end confusion. Ask these every morning. What exactly is the problem? Write one sentence that includes numbers, dates, and constraints. What is the smallest next action? 1 step. 5 minutes. No drama. How will I measure progress by tonight? Define a metric. Dollars, minutes, messages, reps. That's the key. Measurement creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates resilience. Common traps and the counter-move. Trap. Catastrophizing. Counter-move. Speak facts only. Here are the numbers. Here is a plan. Trap. Seeking validation before acting. Counter-move. Act first. Report later. You don't need their permission. Trap. Overplanning. Counter-move. 5-minute start. Do something small now. Trap. Blending problems. Counter-move. Pick one door. Money. Health. Relationships. Solve one. Then the next. Keep repeating it. Name it to tame it. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Your 10-minute enemy protocol. Right now. Pen. Paper. 10 minutes. Do this. Write the headline in emotion language. I'm overwhelmed. Translate to fact language with numbers and timelines. Choose the door, money, health, or relationships. Draft bio. Size, timeline, counter moves, metrics. Slice it into daily minimums. Speak the precision aloud. Execute one action immediately. It's not about feeling ready. It's about choosing clarity. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. You have a choice. Make it now. You did the hard work. You dragged the enemy into the light. You put numbers on the fear. You wrote the plan. Chaos is still loud, but now it's smaller. That's resilience. Not a feeling. A system. You named the enemy. Now take its oxygen. How? Control the first hour. Own the morning. Seize momentum before the world steals it. Chapter 3. Control the first hour. Win the day. Your first hour decides your day. Your day decides your week. Your week decides your life. That's the chain. That's the key. You think motivation starts your morning. It doesn't. Ritual starts your morning. Discipline starts your morning. Motivation follows later. You have a choice. Snooze and drift. Or stand up and own the first hour. Here's the truth you don't want to hear. Your morning isn't ruined by circumstances. It's ruined by lack of command. It's not about laziness. It's about discipline. It's not about talent. It's about structure. You don't need their permission to take control of your first hour. You just need a plan. Repeat this until it sticks. Own the first hour. Own the day. Ritual beats emotion. The first hour commandments. You will run your first hour like a pilot runs a checklist. No drama. No negotiation. Command. Here are the essentials. Breath. Body. Plan. Action. That's the sequence. Breath to quiet the noise. Body to activate your system. Plan to choose the battlefield. Action to take ground. Say it. Breath. Body. Plan. Action. That's the key. No screens until the plan is set. You don't start your day by consuming other people's priorities. You start by building your own. Your attention is currency. Guard it. You have a choice. Scroll or steer. Choose to steer. Execute the hardest task first. Pain avoided becomes panic later. Pain confronted becomes power now. The first hour is for courage, not comfort. Minute by minute blueprint. 60 minutes of authority. This is not theory. This is a protocol. Follow it for 7 days. Watch your life stabilize. Minutes 0 to 5. Breath reset. Sit. Spine tall. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Repeat 5 times. Speak quietly. I control what I can. I command this hour. It's not about calm. It's about control. Breath is the steering wheel. Minutes 5 to 15, body activation. Move. Walk outside. 20 air squats. A few push-ups. Stretch your hips, your back, your chest. Get sunlight. Drink water. Ritual beats emotion. Your body sets your brain's chemistry. That's the key. Minutes 15 to 25. Clear the space. Make the bed. Tidy the desk. Put the phone in another room. Remove noise. Remove friction. You don't need their permission to command your environment. Control the controllables. Minutes 25 to 35. The top 3 plan. Open a notebook. Write today's top 3, not 10, 3. 1 hard win, the task you've avoided. 1 essential maintenance, bills, health, logistics. 1 relationship move, reach out, follow up, honest conversation. Add time blocks. Assign start times. If it's not scheduled, it's fantasy. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Put on paper. Minutes 35 to 45. Identity lock-in. Say it out loud. I am the kind of person who acts before I'm ready. I execute under pressure. I don't need permission to start. Identity precedes behavior. Speak the identity. Then prove it. Minutes 45 to 60. Execute the hardest task first. Close the gap. Start the hardest task now for 15 minutes. No perfection. No planning loops. Start. You have a choice. Begin or decay. Start now. Repeat daily. Own the first hour. Own the day. Why this works. Mornings are leverage. The first hour is low noise, high control. That's your window. When you design the first hour, you tell your nervous system, we are in charge. You train your brain to follow commands, not cravings. It's not about being a morning person. It's about being a disciplined person. That's the key. You want proof? Look at your worst days. They start with drift, with chaos, with screens, with chasing. The best days start with direction, breath, body, plan, action, every time. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1, job loss. You wake up anxious. You want to scroll. Don't. Run the protocol. Breath, body, plan. Top 3. Hard win. 20 outreach messages to hiring managers. Maintenance. Update resume and portfolio. Relationship move. Ask for 2 referrals today. Execute 15 minutes on the outreach before checking email. Language. I don't chase panic. I build momentum. Outcome. Anxiety compresses. Opportunities expand. Scenario 2, breakup. You want to check their feed. Don't. Breath. Body. Walk outside. Sunlight. Water. Top 3. Hard win. No contact for 24 hours. Maintenance. Clean living space for 30 minutes. Relationship move. Call 1 real friend and tell the truth. Execute 15 minutes cleaning. Language. I don't feed the wound. I protect my energy. Outcome. Stability rises. Rumination drops. Scenario 3. Health slide. You feel tired. You want coffee and social media. Stop. Breath. Body. Hydrate. Top 3. Hard win. Book the doctor's appointment. Maintenance. Prepare protein-rich breakfast. Relationship move. Text accountability partner your plan. Execute the appointment booking now. Language. It's not about fatigue. It's about discipline. Outcome. Health basics reinstalled. Momentum returns. You have a choice. Drift or design. Choose design. Install friction and fuel. Your environment is a silent coach. Make it speak. Friction for the bad. Block the apps. Put the phone outside the bedroom. Remove autoplay on platforms. Unfollow noise. Fuel for the good. Lay out shoes and clothes the night before. Pre-fill the water bottle. Stage the notebook and pen on the desk. Put the top 3 template where you can't ignore it. You don't need willpower if you have architecture. Design beats motivation. That's the key. Scripts that keep you in command. Use these lines when your mind tries to negotiate. I start before I feel like it. 15 minutes. No excuses. Ritual beats emotion. I don't need permission to protect my morning. If it's not on the list, It's not in my day. Language is leverage. You're the coach. Speak like one. Common traps and counters. Trap, snooze button. Counter, phone across the room. Lights on immediately. Sit up, feet on floor. Count down from 5 and move. Trap, doom scrolling. Counter, no screens until the plan is set. If you break this, reset. Breath and 5 squats. Restart the protocol. Trap, over planning. Counter, top 3 only. Then immediate 15-minute start on the hardest task. Planning ends. Action begins. Trap, perfectionism. Counter, minimum viable start. 1 email, 1 call, 1 paragraph. Make it real. Make it small. Get momentum. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about discipline. Build the night before launch pad. Your first hour starts the night before. Prepare the launch. Set your wake time. Lights out schedule. Place notebook and pen on the desk. Lay out workout clothes and shoes. Pre-decide breakfast. Write a draft of tomorrow's top 3. So you don't wake up guessing. You have a choice. Wake into chaos or wake into command. Choose command. Your first hour challenge, 7 days. For the next 7 mornings, run this exact protocol. Track it with a simple scorecard. Breath, white heavy checkmark / crossmark. Body, white heavy checkmark / crossmark. Space, white heavy checkmark / crossmark. Top 3, white heavy checkmark / crossmark. Hardest task, white heavy checkmark / crossmark. At night, review what worked, what slipped, what changes tomorrow. That's the key. Measure, adjust, evolve. This is not about feeling different. It's about being different. You don't need their permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You need a first hour that proves you're in control. Repeat it like a drumbeat. Own the first hour. Own the day. Ritual beats emotion. Control the controllables. You just built the engine. You chose design over drift. You trained your mind to move before it spirals. You stabilize your morning. That's resilience in practice. Not a feeling, a system, but the storm still whispers. Catastrophic thoughts still try to hijack your momentum. You need a counterattack. You need a way to break the mental spiral the moment it starts. You mastered your morning. Now master your mind. Chapter 4. Break the spiral. Interrupt catastrophic thinking. Your mind is a loop. When life collapses, that loop turns toxic. It spins fear. It spins worst-case scenarios. It spins until you're paralyzed. That's the spiral. And if you don't break it, it will break you. You have a choice. Stay trapped in catastrophic thinking or interrupt it. That's the key. Here's the truth. Catastrophic thoughts are not reality. They are predictions with no proof. They are fear dressed as fact. And fear unchecked becomes paralysis. You don't need their permission to stop the spiral. You don't need perfect conditions. You need a pattern break. Repeat this until it burns into your brain. Interrupt. Replace. Act. Step 1. Catch the spiral early. The spiral starts small. A single thought. It's over. I can't recover. This will ruin everything. Then it multiplies. 1 thought becomes 10. 10 becomes a storm. Your job is to catch the first thought. Name it. Say it out loud. This is catastrophic thinking. This is fear, not fact. Awareness is the first weapon. You can't fight what you don't see. That's the key. Step 2. Interrupt the pattern. When the spiral starts, you need a physical break. Not mental. Physical. Move your body. Change your state. Here's the protocol. Stand up immediately. Take 5 deep breaths. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. Splash cold water on your face. Walk for 2 minutes. Outside if possible. Why physical? Because catastrophic thinking is a chemical storm. Cortisol spikes. Heart rate climbs. You can't outthink chemistry. You must reset the body to reset the brain. Say it. Interrupt. Replace. Act. Step 3. Replace fear with facts. After the pattern break, replace the thought. Fear says, it's over. Fact says, it's hard, not over. Fear says, I can't. Fact says, I haven't yet. Write 3 factual statements. Here's what happened. Here's what I can control. Here's my next step. Example. Fear. I'll never find a job. Fact. I lost 1 job. There are thousands available. I can apply to 5 today. Example. Fear. I'll be alone forever. Fact. I had 1 breakup. Millions of people exist. I can call a friend now. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. That's the key. Step 4. Act immediately. Action kills anxiety. Thinking feeds it. After you write the facts, take 1 step, not 10. 1. Send 1 email. Make 1 call. Do 1 workout set. Clean 1 corner of the room. Why? Because action proves control. Action shrinks fear. Action builds momentum. Repeat this mantra. Interrupt. Replace. Act. The 90-second rule. Science backs this. Emotional surges last about 90 seconds if you don't feed them. 90 seconds. That's all. If you interrupt the spiral for 90 seconds, you win. So when fear hits, start the clock. Breath for 30 seconds. Move for 30 seconds. Speak facts for 30 seconds. That's your 90-second reset. Use it every time. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1, financial panic. Thought, I'm ruined. Interrupt. Stand. Splash water. Walk. Replace. I need $1,200 for 90 days. I can apply for 5 gigs today. Act. Send 1 outreach email now. Language. It's not about panic. It's about precision. Scenario 2, health scare. Thought, I'm doomed. Interrupt. Breath. Stretch. Hydrate. Replace. I missed 2 workouts. I can walk for 20 minutes now. Act. Put on shoes. Start walking. Language. It's not about fear. It's about discipline. Scenario 3, relationship collapse. Thought, I'll never recover. Interrupt. Cold water. Walk outside. Replace. I lost 1 person. I still have 10 friends. I can call 1 now. Act. Dial the number. Speak the truth. Language. It's not about loss. It's about action. You have a choice. Spiral or stabilize. Choose stability. Install your anti-spiral kit. Prepare before the storm. Build your kit. Cold water access. Breath script on paper. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 6. Movement cue. Shoes by the door. Fact template. What happened? What can I control? What's next? When fear hits, you don't think. You execute. That's resilience. Not a feeling. A system. Language that breaks the loop. Speak these lines when the spiral starts. This is fear, not fact. Interrupt. Replace. Act. I control what I can. I ignore what I can't. 1 step now. Not 10. 1. Words are weapons. Use them. Common traps and counters. Trap. Endless analysis. Counter. 90-second rule. Interrupt first. Think later. Trap. Waiting for calm. Counter. Calm comes after action. Move now. Trap. Seeking reassurance. Counter. Self-reassurance beats external validation. Speak facts. Act. Trap. Blaming circumstances. Counter. Control the controllables. Breath. Body. Plan. Action. Repeat it. Interrupt. Replace. Act. Your 5-minute spiral breaker. Next time fear hits, do this immediately. Stand up. Breath. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 6. 5 times. Splash cold water. Write 3 facts. Take 1 action. 5 minutes. That's all. You don't need their permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You need discipline. You just learn how to kill catastrophic thinking before it kills your momentum. You prove fear is fragile when faced with facts and action. That's resilience in motion. But now you need fuel. You need wins. Small wins. Fast wins. Wins that stack and rebuild your confidence. You broke the spiral. Now build the streak. Chapter 5. Build micro wins. Stack small victories fast. Momentum is medicine. When everything falls apart, big goals feel heavy. They crush you. Micro wins save you. Small, fast, repeatable wins. That's the key. You have a choice. Chase the grand slam and stall. Or take the first base and build. Win small. Win early. Win daily. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. It's not about motivation. It's about motion. Micro wins create motion. Motion creates confidence. Confidence creates resilience. That's the chain. Repeat this until it's automatic. Micro wins rebuild trust. Streaks create strength. Why micro wins work? Your brain needs proof, not promises, not pep talks. Proof. Micro wins are proof you can move. Proof you can act under pressure. Proof you can keep a promise to yourself. A micro win is small by design. It reduces friction. It reduces negotiation. It reduces excuses. You don't need their permission to win small. You need a list. You need a timer. You need to start. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. So make micro wins clear and countable. The micro win rule. Keep it simple. 5 minutes or less. Visible outcome. Immediately executable. If it takes more planning than doing, it's not a micro win. If you can't measure it, it's not a micro win. If you need someone else to say yes, it's not a micro win. You don't need their permission. You win on your own. Build your micro win menu. Create a menu. 10 to 15 items. No thinking required. No drama. Just action. Categories: money, health, relationships, environment, skill. Pick one. Do it. Money. Send one outreach message. Update one portfolio bullet. Apply to one role. List one item for sale. Health. Drink a glass of water. Walk 5 minutes outside. Do 10 air squats. Prep one protein meal. Relationships. Text one mentor. Call one friend. Decline one draining request with a clear "no, not this week." Share one honest update. Environment. Make the bed. Clear the desk. Take out trash. Put phone in another room for 30 minutes. Skill. Read one page. Practice one drill for 5 minutes. Write one paragraph. Watch one tutorial chapter and take 2 notes. It's not about complexity. It's about repetition. That's the key. Streaks. The confidence engine. Micro wins are good. Streaks are better. Streaks turn individual wins into identity. I am the person who shows up. Identity creates behavior. Behavior creates outcomes. Start small, 3-day streak, then 7-day streak, then 30-day streak. Track it visibly. Paper on the wall, app on your phone, whiteboard in your kitchen, visible scoreboard, or it doesn't exist. You have a choice. Hide your progress and forget, or expose your progress and commit. Choose exposure. Choose accountability. The 10-minute stack. Stack 2 micro wins back to back. 10 minutes. No negotiation. Minute 0 to 5. Environment win. Clear desk. Minute 5 to 10. Money win. 1 outreach. That's the stack. Feel the difference. You thought you needed motivation. You didn't. You needed movement. Repeat it daily. Morning, lunch, evening. 3 stacks. 3 micro wins. That's a new baseline. Micro wins in real crises. Job loss. You're anxious. Don't design a perfect career. Stack wins. Outreach, 1 message. Skill, 1 tutorial chapter. Environment, clear the workspace. Language, it's not about panic. It's about discipline. Outcome, by night, 3 proofs. Confidence inching upward. Breakup, you want to spiral. Don't. Health, 5-minute walk. Environment, remove triggers. Relationships, call 1 real friend. Language, I don't feed the wound. I feed recovery. Outcome, rumination drops. Stability rises. Health relapse. You feel heavy. Don't negotiate. Water, 1 glass. Movement, 10 squats. Sleep, phone out of bedroom. Language, It's not about fatigue. It's about discipline. Outcome, chemistry shifts. Momentum returns. You have a choice. Build the streak or build the story. Story stall. Streak save. The no excuse timer. Set 5 minutes. Pick one item. Start. The timer is your coach. It removes debate. It kills perfectionism. Perfection says, wait until you can do it right. Discipline says, do it now for 5 minutes. That's the key. When the timer ends, you'll want to do more. Fine. But the rule is this: micro win first, bonus later. You don't earn bonus without the minimum. Language that locks in micro wins. Speak these lines before you start. I move before I feel like it. 5 minutes. No excuses. Small wins now, big wins later. You don't need their permission. It's not about motivation. It's about motion. Words are switches. Flip them. Move. Common traps and the counter moves. Trap. Trying to do everything. Counter move. Do one micro win now. Then another. Then stop. Protect momentum. Trap. Designing the perfect system. Counter move. Use a menu. No fresh decisions. Just execution. Trap. Comparing your small wins to someone else's big wins. Counter move. Look at your streak, not their highlight reel. You're building a foundation. Trap. Needing validation before you act. Counter move. Act first. Report later. You don't need their permission. Your daily micro win scorecard. Use a simple grid. Keep it visible. Money. White heavy checkmark / crossmark. Health. White heavy checkmark / crossmark. Relationships. White heavy checkmark / crossmark. Environment. White heavy checkmark / crossmark. Skill. White heavy checkmark / crossmark. 5 boxes. Aim for 3 checks minimum each day. That's the baseline. When life is hard, hit 3. When life is lighter, hit 5. Consistency beats intensity. At night, ask, what worked? What slipped? What changes tomorrow? Measure, adjust, evolve. That's the key. The micro win challenge, 7 days. For the next 7 days, run this plan. Morning, 10-minute stack, environment plus money. Midday, 5-minute health win. Evening, 5-minute relationship or skill win. Track streaks. Celebrate doing, not outcomes. Outcomes will follow. Trust the math. Trust the repetition. Trust the system. Micro wins are not cute. They are critical. They rebuild your identity. They restore your confidence. They create a rhythm you can sustain under pressure. You're not chasing dopamine. You're building discipline. You're building resilience one small brick at a time. You just stack wins. You rebuilt momentum. But there's a thief that steals it all. Draining people, draining habits, draining environments. Your energy is oxygen. Guard it like your life. You built your streak. Now protect the generator. Chapter 6. Ruthless boundaries. Protect energy like oxygen. Your energy is oxygen. Protect it or you suffocate. That's the truth. That's the key. In crisis, you don't have unlimited fuel. You have limited capacity. Every leak costs you progress. Every distraction costs you hours. Every draining person costs you days. You have a choice. Be available to everything. Or be accountable to your comeback. Choose accountability. Choose boundaries. Boundaries are not rude. Boundaries are survival. Boundaries are the structure that keeps you strong when everything falls apart. It's not about perfection. It's about discipline. It's not about being liked. It's about protecting the generator, your energy. Repeat this until it sticks. Every no fund's a stronger yes. Step 1, audit the leaks. You can't protect what you don't measure. Start with an energy audit. Brutal, honest, precise. Write 3 columns. People, platforms, patterns. People, who drains you, who interrupts your focus, who asks for access without giving respect. Platforms, which apps hijack your attention, which feeds trigger anxiety, comparison drama. Patterns, which habits steal sleep, steal movement, steal clarity. Late night screens, junk food, chaotic mornings? Circle the top 3 leaks. Those are the enemy. Name them. That's the key. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. You have a choice. Let leaks run your day, or shut them down with command. Step 2. Install the hard no. A boundary without a no is a wish. Wishes don't protect energy. Clear language does. Use scripts. Memorize them. Deploy them without apology. I'm not available this week. That's a no for now. I'll revisit in 30 days. I don't do last-minute requests. My focus block is non-negotiable. You don't need their permission to say no. You don't owe them a paragraph of justification. Short, clear, final. That's the key. Say it with your spine. No, not now. Not here. Not this. Step 3. Architect your environment. Your environment is a silent coach. It either protects you or poisons you. Design it with intention. Remove draining apps from the home screen. Log out. Turn off notifications. Create focus zones, headphones on, door closed, status set to do not disturb. Stage recovery cues, water bottle on desk, shoes by the door, sunlight exposure morning and midday. Put the phone out of the bedroom. Sleep is oxygen. Do not trade it for scrolling. It's not about willpower. It's about architecture. You have a choice. Make bad decisions hard. Make good decisions easy. Step 4. Time boundaries. Guard the clock. If your calendar is chaos, your energy is chaos. Guard the clock like cash. Focus blocks. 2 90-minute deep work sessions. No meetings. No messages. Recovery blocks. 30-minute walk, sunlight, water, simple food. Communication windows. Reply at set times. Not all day. Shutdown ritual. End of day reflection. Tomorrow's top 3. Lights out schedule. Write it down. If it's not scheduled, it's fantasy. You don't need their permission to own your calendar. You need courage to enforce it. Step 5. Social boundaries. Reduce noise, increase signal. Not everyone deserves access to your day. Not everyone earns proximity to your mind. This is survival, not cruelty. Reduce proximity to people who disrespect your time or your values. Increase proximity to people who bring clarity, accountability, and momentum. Institute office hours for favors and requests. 1 hour once a week maximum. Default to asynchronous. Clear updates, clear asks, clear deadlines. Your life's comeback does not require pleasing everyone. You have a choice. Protect the generator. Protect your oxygen. Step 6. Boundaries with yourself. The hardest boundaries are internal. Your mind negotiates. Your impulses test you. Your discipline must win. No drama before data. If you feel panic, write numbers first. No screens before the plan. First hour belongs to breath. Body, plan, action. No late decisions. Decide the night before. Wake time, workout, top 3. No sabotage meals. When stressed, default to water and protein. No guilt for rest. Recovery is not reward. Recovery is required. It's not about mood. It's about rules. Rules protect energy. Rules protect you. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1. Work overload. People ping you all day. You react. Your energy bleeds. Boundary. I reply at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Calendar it. Enforce it. Environment. Status set to D&D during focus blocks. Language. I don't do availability. I do outcomes. Outcome, noise drops. Output rises. Scenario 2, breakup spiral. You keep checking their feed. You keep reopening the wound. Boundary. No contact for 30 days. App removed. Friend accountability. Environment. Phone outside bedroom. Walk at sunrise. Language. I protect my energy. I do not feed the wound. Outcome. Rumination falls. Healing begins. Scenario 3. Health collapse. Sleep is wrecked. Energy is gone. Boundary. Lights out at 10 p.m. phone ban from bedroom. Environment. Magnesium routine, cool room, blackout curtains. Language. It's not about fatigue. It's about discipline. Outcome, sleep returns. Chemistry stabilizes. Momentum rebuilds. You have a choice. Leaks or leverage. Choose leverage. Boundary scripts that end negotiation. Use these lines. Keep them short. Keep them final. I'm focused. I'll connect Friday. No meetings before noon. I don't discuss this over text. Please send it in writing. That timeline doesn't work. Here's what does. I'm off the grid tonight. Every sentence is a gate. You decide who enters. You're the gatekeeper. Common traps and the counter moves. Trap, people-pleasing. Counter move, scripted no. Deliver it once. Do not debate. Trap, leaky notifications. Counter move, batching. D&D. App blockers. Trap, boundary guilt. Counter move, reframe. Every no fund's a stronger yes. You protect outcomes, not egos. Trap, vague rules. Counter move, write your 5 non-negotiables. Post them where you work and sleep. Read them daily. Remember, boundaries are systems. Systems beat stress. Your 24-hour boundary protocol. Right now, pen and paper. 10 minutes. Do this. List your top 3 leaks. 1 person, 1 platform, 1 pattern. Write 1 script for each leak. Short, final. Schedule 2 focus blocks tomorrow. 90 minutes each. Delete 1 app or move it off your home screen. Enforce 1 sleep boundary tonight. Phone out. Lights out. Tell 1 person your new rule. Accountability on record. That's the key. Boundaries written are boundaries kept. Boundaries kept are energy protected. Language that locks the identity. Say it out loud. I protect the generator. Every no fund's a stronger yes. I do not negotiate with drains. It's not about being liked. It's about being effective. You don't need their permission. Identity decides. Behavior follows. Outcomes change. You just sealed the leaks. You installed structure. You protected the oxygen that fuels your comeback. That's resilience. Not a feeling. A system. Now you have energy. Use it wisely. Don't carry the whole load alone. Resilience is cooperative. Strength scales when you leverage people and systems. You protected the generator. Now borrow power. Chapter 7. Borrow strength. Leverage people and systems. Resilience is cooperative. Strength scales when you stop pretending you're a solo hero. You have a choice. Struggle alone and stay stuck. Or borrow strength and move faster. That's the key. You don't need their permission to ask for help. You don't need perfection to use a system. You need humility. You need clarity. You need leverage. Repeat this until it's automatic. Alone is heavy. Together is stronger. Leverage beats willpower. Why borrowing strength works. In crisis, your capacity shrinks. Your emotions spike. Your decisions wobble. Systems hold you steady. People lift your load. Tools compress time. Templates remove friction. It's not about pride. It's about outcomes. It's not about talent. It's about architecture. You have a choice. Carry everything or create scaffolding. Choose scaffolding. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. Leverage gives you clarity. Roles, scripts, timelines, metrics. That's the key. Step 1. Define the roles you need. Borrow strength by assigning roles, not vague favors. Vague favors waste time. Clear roles win. Mentor. Strategy sees the path. Corrects direction. 1 30-minute call weekly. Peer. Accountability stays in the trench with you. Checks daily progress. 5-minute check-ins. Connector. Access introduces you to opportunities. Ask for specific outcomes. Bi-weekly outreach list. Operator. Execution handles routine tasks. Frees your focus. Clear SOPs and deadlines. Coach. Behavior keeps discipline tight. Enforces rules. Short, direct feedback loops. Don't ask, can you help? Ask, can you be my X for the next Y weeks with Z deliverables? That's the key. Specific problems have specific solutions. Specific roles deliver specific results. Step 2. Use scripts that create momentum. Words matter. Scripts remove awkwardness and speed decisions. Mentor script. Can we schedule a 20-minute call weekly for 4 weeks? I'll send a one-page update before each call. I need feedback on A, B, and C. My goals. 3 interviews, 1 offer, decision by date. Peer accountability script. Daily check-in at 8:30 a.m., 1 text. Plan plus hardest task plus proof shot by noon. If I miss, I owe a $20 stake. Deal. Connector script. Quick request. I'm targeting role/company. Here's my 1-paragraph pitch and resume link. Would you introduce me to a person with a 2-line intro below? Operator script. Here's the SOP and deadline. If blocked, send a single message. Blocked by X, need Y. ETA Z. No threads. 1 message. You don't need their permission to be clear. Clarity respects their time. Clarity speeds outcomes. Step 3. Install systems that do the heavy lifting. Systems are not fancy apps. Systems are repeatable checklists and cadences that remove thinking. Make them simple. Make them visible. Daily cadence. Morning, breath, body, top 3, 15-minute hardest task. Midday, 1 outreach, 1 movement set, 1 environment reset. Evening, journal metrics. Set tomorrow's top 3. Lights out schedule. Weekly review, 30 minutes. What created momentum? Keep. What drained energy? Cut. What needs improvement? Change. Update metrics. Cash in / out. Task completed. Sleep hours. Outreach count. SOP examples. Job outreach SOP. 20 messages /day. Template A/B testing. Follow up on day 3. Log and spreadsheet. Health SOP. 7.5 hours sleep. Phone out of bedroom. 30-minute walk. Protein plus water before screens. Relationship SOP. 1 honest conversation /week. No contact where needed. Mentor touchpoint Friday. It's not about creativity. It's about consistency. Systems beat stress. Systems beat mood. That's the key. Step 4. Leverage tools that multiply you. Tools are force multipliers. Use them wisely. Use them to compress time. Templates. Outreach emails, resumes, meeting agendas, weekly updates. Start from a template. Customize in 3 minutes. Automation. Calendar scheduling links, email filters, do not disturb modes, recurring reminders. Trackers. Visible scoreboard for streaks, paper, whiteboard, or simple app. If it's not visible, it's not real. Checklists. Morning protocol, evening shutdown, weekly review. Keep them short. Keep them close. You don't need high tech. You need no excuse. That's the key. Step 5. Share progress publicly. Private promises are easy to break. Public progress creates pressure. Use it. Post a weekly commitment thread. Goal. 3 interviews, 20 outreaches /day. Sleep 7.5 hours. I will report Friday. Send a Friday 1-pager to your mentor. Wins, misses, next steps. With your peer. Share a proof shot. Sent messages. Completed task. Workout done. It's not about attention. It's about accountability. You have a choice. Hide or build. Choose to build. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1. Job hunt under pressure. Roles. Mentor for targeting. Peer for daily check-ins. Connector for intros. System. 20 messages /day. A/B template test. Follow-up day 3. Tools. Scheduling link. Spreadsheet tracker. Resume template plus 2 tailored bullets per role. Language. I don't wing it. I run a system. Outcome. Applications multiply. Interview schedule. Anxiety compresses. Scenario 2. Health rebuild after burnout. Roles. Coach for sleep and movement. Peer for daily proof shots. System. Evening shutdown SOP. Morning protocol. 30-minute walk daily. Tools. App blockers. Sleep tracker. Kitchen checklist. Water, protein, sunlight. Language. It's not about motivation. It's about routine. Outcome. Sleep stabilizes. Energy returns. Discipline sticks. Scenario 3. Relationship repair and boundaries. Roles. Mentor for communication. Peer for boundary enforcement. Operator for calendar control. System, weekly honest conversation. Office hours for requests, D&D blocks. Tools, status messages, boundary scripts, shared calendar. Language, I protect the generator. Every no funds a stronger yes. Outcome, respect rises. Noise drops. Peace returns. You have a choice. Build scaffolding or break under load. Choose scaffolding. Language that creates leverage. Speak these lines until they become reflex. Leverage beats willpower. Alone is heavy. Together is stronger. Roles, not favors. Templates first, customization second. Systems over moods. You don't need their permission to ask clearly. Words are architecture. Use them to build. Common traps and the counter-moves. Trap, vague asks. Counter-move, define role, timeline, deliverables. Be specific. Trap, over-reliance on motivation. Counter-move, SOPs plus checklists. Do it even when you don't feel like it. Trap, spaghetti tools. Counter-move, fewer tools, stricter rules. One tracker, one calendar, one template library. Trap, waiting for perfect mentors. Counter-move, start with peers. Start with one person who shows up. Consistency beats charisma. Trap, silent struggle. Counter-move, public weekly report. Visibility creates accountability. Remember, leverage is a skill. Practice it. Your 30-minute leverage builder. Right now, pen, paper, timer, 30 minutes. List 3 roles you need. Mentor, peer, connector. Write one script for each. Short, precise. Send today. Create one SOP, morning protocol, or job outreach. Build one template. Outreach email with 2 variations. Set one public commitment. Weekly goals, Friday report. Do it now, not tomorrow. Now. You don't need their permission. You need discipline. You just borrowed strength. You installed scaffolding. You turned a solo struggle into a supported system. That's resilience. Not a feeling, a structure. Now refine the system. Make it smarter. Turn pain into data. Measure, adjust, evolve. That's how you become unbreakable. You leverage power. Now learn from pressure. Chapter 8. Turn pain into data, measure, adjust, evolve. Pain is not the enemy. Confusion is. Vague suffering keeps you stuck. Measured suffering moves you forward. That's the key. You have a choice. Treat pain like a verdict, or treat pain like data. If you choose data, you get direction. If you choose drama, you get delay. Measure, adjust, evolve. It's not about perfection. It's about iteration. It's not about punishment. It's about feedback. You don't need their permission to turn chaos into charts. You need a pen. You need a system. You need to move. Repeat this. Pain is data. Data is direction. Step 1. Decide your 3 metrics. You don't need 20 numbers. You need 3. Choose metrics that move the needle. Make them simple. Make them visible. Energy, 1 to 10, how strong is your fuel today? Track sleep, hydration, movement as inputs. Output, tasks done, did you execute? Count completed actions, not time spent. Runway, cash days, how many days until finances become critical? Track inflow, outflow, and buffer. That's the key. 3 metrics. Daily, on paper or a simple tracker. If it's not visible, it's not real. You have a choice. Guess your day, or quantify your day. Choose quantification. Step 2. Install the daily data loop. Data without cadence is noise. You need a loop. Morning, midday, evening. Tight, predictable, non-negotiable. Morning, 2 minutes, write today's energy score and your top 3 tasks. Midday, 1 minute, check momentum. Adjust the plan. Cut distractions. Evening, 5 minutes, log outputs. Update runway. Write 1 sentence. What I learned today. No drama. No essays. Minimal words. Maximum truth. It's not about documenting feelings. It's about documenting facts. Repeat it until it sticks. Measure. Adjust. Evolve. Step 3. Convert pain into hypotheses. Pain points are signals. Treat them like experiments. Write a hypothesis. Test it tomorrow. Iterate. Pain. Afternoon's crash. Hypothesis. Protein plus 10-minute walk at 1 p.m. prevents energy dip. Test. Do it for 3 days. Track energy at 3 p.m. Adjust. If energy 7, add sunlight or reduce caffeine. Pain. Outreach ignored. Hypothesis. A and B subject lines improve response rate. Test. Send 10 of each. Adjust. Keep the winner. Evolve the template. Pain. Sleep inconsistent. Hypothesis. Phone ban from bedroom improves sleep duration. Test. 7 nights. Adjust. If sleep less than 7 hours, add lights out ritual and evening walk. It's not about embarrassment. It's about experiments. You don't need their permission to run tests on your life. You need courage to face the results. Step 4. Use a weekly review to keep change. Once a week, sit down for 20 to 30 minutes. Pull the data. Make decisions. Be ruthless. Keep what produced momentum. Keep it. Double down. Cut what drained energy. Cut it. Eliminate. Change what almost worked. Change the variable. Test again. Write this in 3 bullet points. No novels. No excuses. Clarity compresses anxiety. You have a choice. Drift into next week. Or design it with evidence. Step 5. Build your visible scoreboard. Hide nothing. Show your streaks. Show your numbers. Visibility creates accountability. Wall chart. Energy score. Tasks done. Outreach count. Sleep hours. Whiteboard. This week's top 3 goals, daily check marks. Simple spreadsheet. Runway days, expense cuts, income experiments. If it's not visible, it's pretend. If it's not measured, it's myth. You don't need fancy tools. You need honesty on display. That's the key. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1, financial pressure. Pain, you feel broke and anxious. Data, runway equals 27 days. Inflow last week equals $300. Outflow equals $480. Hypothesis, 20 outreaches/day increases inflow. Test, 5 days. Track responses calls cash. Adjust. Keep the highest converting template. Add 2 connectors. Language. It's not about fear. It's about throughput. Outcome. Anxiety compresses. Options increase. Scenario 2. Health crash. Pain. You wake up foggy. Data. Sleep equals 5.8 hours average. Energy equals 4/10. Hypothesis. Phone out of bedroom plus lights out at 10 p.m. Test. 7 nights. Adjust. Add 20-minute evening walk of energy 7 by day 4. Language. It's not about fatigue. It's about discipline. Outcome. Sleep rises to 7.3. Energy hits 7. You stabilize. Scenario 3. Relationship drains. Pain. Constant interruptions. Data. 14 unplanned calls/messages during focus blocks. Hypothesis. D&D plus office hours Friday 2 to 3 p.m. Test. 2 weeks. Adjust. Add a boundary script. I reply at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Language. Every no funds a stronger yes. Outcome. Interruptions drop. Output rises. Respect increases. You have a choice. Suffer in loops or learn in cycles. Choose cycles. Language that turns pain into data. Speak these until they become reflex. Pain is feedback, not fate. Measure, adjust, evolve. No drama before data. 1 variable at a time. You don't need their permission to improve. Words drive behavior. Use them to direct the experiment. Common traps and the counter moves. Trap, tracking too much. Counter move, 3 metrics only. Energy, output, runway. Trap, changing everything at once. Counter move, 1 variable per test. Isolate cause and effect. Trap, hiding from bad numbers. Counter move, public scoreboard. Honesty beats perfection. Trap, waiting for motivation. Count a move, daily loop. Morning number, midday check, evening review. Trap, confusing feelings with facts. Count a move, write the numbers, then decide. Clarity compresses anxiety. Remember, pain is data. Data is direction. Your 15-minute data protocol. Start tonight. Timer. Pen. Paper. 15 minutes. Do this now. Pick your 3 metrics. Energy 1 to 10. Output, tasks done, runway days. Set your daily loop. Morning number, midday check-in, evening review sentence. Choose one pain point. Write a hypothesis and a 3-day test. Create a scoreboard, paper or whiteboard. Place it where you must see it. Schedule a weekly review, 20 minutes, same time, same day. Write this sentence at the top. It's not about perfection, it's about iteration. You don't need their permission. You need discipline. You need evidence. You need action. Identity lock-in. Say it out loud. I turn pain into data. I learn fast under pressure. I measure. I adjust. I evolve. It's not about talent. It's about consistency. You have a choice. Identity decides. Behavior follows. Outcomes compound. You just turned suffering into signal. You stopped guessing. You started learning. That's resilience. Not a feeling. A system. Now cement the system into who you are. Actions follow identity. Identity drives discipline when motivation fades. It's time to become the person who endures. You learn from pain. Now become unbreakable. Chapter 9. Adopt the identity. You are the person who endures. Actions follow identity. That's the law. If you see yourself as fragile, you act fragile. If you see yourself as resilient, you act resilient. That's the key. You have a choice. Stay stuck in the old story. I'm broken, I'm unlucky, I'm weak. Or write a new one. I am the person who endures. It's not about motivation. It's about identity. It's not about hype. It's about habits that prove who you are. You don't need their permission to change your identity. You need repetition. You need cues. You need action. Repeat this until it burns in. Identity decides. Behavior follows. Step 1. Declare the identity. Say it out loud. Write it down. Post it where you see it every day. I am the kind of person who acts before I feel ready. I am the kind of person who keeps promises to myself. I am the kind of person who recovers quickly under pressure. Don't whisper it. Declare it. Identity is not a wish. Identity is a decision. You have a choice. Make it now. Step 2. Pair identity with evidence. Word without proof are noise. You need evidence. Micro wins create evidence. Streaks create identity. If your identity is, I am disciplined, then your evidence is, morning ritual completed 7 days straight. Hardest task executed before noon. Sleep boundary enforced every night. If your identity is, I am resourceful, then your evidence is, 20 outreaches sent daily. 1 income experiment launched weekly. 1 skill practice for 15 minutes every day. Identity without evidence is fantasy. Evidence without identity is fragile. Combine both. That's the key. Step 3. Install environmental cues. Your environment speaks louder than your willpower. Make it scream your identity. Visual cues. Post your identity statements on your mirror, desk, phone wallpaper. Behavior cues. Shoes by the door for movement. Notebook open for planning. Water bottle filled for hydration. Trigger cues. Alarm labeled, act before you feel ready. Calendar reminders titled, you are the person who endures. You don't need motivation if your environment is a coach. Design beats discipline. That's the key. Step 4. Use the language of identity. Stop saying, I'll try. Start saying, I do. Stop saying, I'm not good at this. Start saying, I'm learning because I'm the kind of person who persists. Examples. Old, I hope I can stick to this. New, I stick to this because that's who I am. Old, I'm bad at mornings. New, I own my first hour because I'm the kind of person who commands a day. Language rewires the brain. Speak identity until your actions obey. Step 5. Build the identity ritual. Identity is not built in a day. It's built in a daily ritual. Here's the protocol. Morning. Read your identity aloud. Execute one action that proves it. Midday. Check your scoreboard. Ask, did I act like the person I claim to be? Evening. Journal one sentence. Today I proved my identity by doing X. 3 touch points. 10 minutes total. No excuses. You don't need their permission to become who you decide to be. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1, financial crisis. Old identity, I'm unlucky. New identity, I am resourceful. Evidence, 20 outreaches /day, 1 income experiment /week. Weekly review of cash runway. Language, I create options because that's who I am. Outcome, anxiety compresses. Opportunities expand. Scenario 2, health collapse. Old identity, I'm lazy. New identity, I am disciplined. Evidence, 7.5 hours sleep. Phone out of bedroom, 30-minute walk daily. Language, I protect my energy because that's who I am. Outcome, sleep stabilizes. Energy rises. Confidence returns. Scenario 3, relationship burnout. Old identity, I'm a people pleaser. New identity, I am clear and strong. Evidence, 3 enforced boundaries, 1 honest conversation /week. No contact where needed. Language, I guard my oxygen because that's who I am. Outcome, respect increases. Noise drops. Peace returns. You have a choice. Stay stuck in the old story or write the new one. Choose the new one. Common traps and counters. Trap, waiting to feel like the identity. Counter move, act first. Feel later. Behavior rewires belief. Trap, overloading with 10 new habits. Counter move, 1 habit per identity. Build slowly. Cement deeply. Trap, seeking validation for your new identity. Counter move, validate yourself with evidence. You don't need their permission. Trap, quitting after 1 slip. Counter move, reframe. I miss once. I restart now. Streaks resume. Identity remains. Remember, identity decides. Behavior follows. Your 15-minute identity builder. Timer. Pen. Paper. 15 minutes. Do this now. Write your new identity statement. I am the person who endures. List 3 behaviors that prove it. Create 1 environmental cue. Post a statement where you see it daily. Schedule 1 identity ritual for tomorrow morning. Speak the identity out loud 3 times. Loud, strong, final. You don't need their permission. You need repetition. You need proof. You need discipline. Language that locks the identity. Say it until it sticks. I am the person who endures. I act before I feel ready. I keep promises to myself. I recover quickly under pressure. It's not about motivation. It's about identity. Identity is the engine. Habits are the fuel. Outcomes are the destination. You just rewired the foundation. You stopped being reactive. You became intentional. You declared who you are and you proved it. That's resilience, not a feeling, a system. Now take the final step. Don't just recover. Rebuild stronger. Design a life that cannot collapse the same way twice. You became the person who endures. Now become the architect. Chapter 10. Rebuild stronger. Design your comeback architecture. You survived the collapse. You stabilized. You fought the spiral. You stacked wins. You enforced boundaries. You borrowed strength. You turned pain into data. You adopted the identity. Now comes the final step. Rebuild stronger. Not patch. Not repair. Redesign. Because if you rebuild the same fragile structure, you'll break the same way again. That's the truth. That's the key. You have a choice. Drift back into old patterns, or design a life that cannot collapse the same way twice. Choose design. Choose architecture. It's not about luck. It's about systems. It's not about hope. It's about structure. You don't need their permission to build an unbreakable life. You need a blueprint. You need discipline. You need execution. Repeat this until it sticks. Design beats discipline. Systems beat stress. Step 1. Audit the collapse. Before you build, study the wreckage. What broke? Why? Write it down. No drama. No excuses. Just facts. Money. Was it a single income stream? No buffer? No diversification? Health. Was it sleep neglect? Stress overload? No recovery system? Relationships. Was it boundary failure? Overdependence? No accountability? Circle the root cause, not the symptom, the cause. That's the key. Ambiguity amplifies anxiety. Clarity compresses it. You have a choice. Ignore the lesson or install the fix. Choose the fix. Step 2. Build the 3 pillars. Every comeback needs 3 pillars. Cash, skills, health. Without these, you're fragile. With these, you're anti-fragile. Pillar 1. Cash buffer. Rule: minimum 6 months runway. Non-negotiable. Action: automate savings. Cut burn rate by 20%. Add 1 secondary income stream. Freelance, consulting, productized skill. Language: I don't chase stability. I design it. Pillar 2. Skill stack. Rule: 2 marketable skills at all times. Action: identify 1 core skill, your main income driver. Add 1 complementary skill: automation, communication, analytics. Practice daily micro drills. Language: I don't wait for opportunity. I build it. Pillar 3. Health baseline. Rule: sleep, movement, nutrition locked. Action: 7.5 hours sleep, 30 minutes movement daily. Protein plus water before screens. Language: I protect the generator. Energy is oxygen. 3 pillars. Write them, post them, live them. Step 3. Install redundancy. Fragile systems fail once. Anti-fragile systems fail and recover fast. Redundancy is resilience. Money: 2 income streams minimum. 1 active, 1 passive or project-based. Health: 2 recovery protocols. Sleep ritual plus stress relief, walk, breath, sunlight. Relationships: 2 accountability anchors, mentor plus peer check-in. If one fails, the other holds. That's the architecture. That's the key. Step 4. Run failure drills. Don't fear failure. Simulate it. Stress test your system monthly. Money drill: what if income stops for 30 days? Check buffer. Check backup stream. Health drill: what if stress spikes? Run recovery protocol immediately. Relationship drill: what if a key person disappears? Activate secondary support. Write the drill. Schedule it. Execute it. You don't need their permission to prepare. You need courage to test. Step 5. Automate the essentials. Automation removes friction. Automation enforces discipline when motivation fades. Finance: auto transfer savings. Auto pay bills. Health: calendar sleep and movement blocks. Meal prep on repeat. Work: templates for outreach, SOPs for tasks, recurring reminders for reviews. If it's manual, it's fragile. If it's automated, it's strong. That's the key. Step 6. Create your comeback dashboard. Visibility creates accountability. Build a dashboard. Simple, brutal, honest. Cash buffer amount. Income streams count. Skills: hours practice this week. New certifications or projects. Health: sleep average. Movement streak. Relationships: check-ins completed. Boundaries enforced. Update weekly. Review monthly. Adjust quarterly. If it's not visible, it's pretend. Real-world scenarios. Scenario 1. Financial collapse. Old system. 1 income stream. No buffer. New architecture. Buffer: $12,000 saved, 6 months runway. Streams: full-time role plus freelance project. Automation: savings auto transfer, expense tracker. Language: I don't hope for stability. I engineer it. Outcome: crisis hits. You pivot, not panic. Scenario 2. Health breakdown. Old system. No sleep discipline. stress unmanaged. New architecture. Ritual, lights out 10 p.m., phone banned from bedroom. Recovery, daily walk plus breath protocol. Dashboard, sleep hours logged, energy score tracked. Language, I protect the generator because that's who I am. Outcome, stress spikes, you recover fast. Scenario 3, relationship chaos. Old system, no boundaries, no accountability. New architecture. Scripts, I reply at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Anchors, weekly mentor call plus daily peer check-in. Office hour for favors, Friday 2 to 3 p.m. only. Language, every no funds a stronger yes. Outcome, noise drops. Respect rises. Peace returns. You have a choice. Rebuild fragile or rebuild anti-fragile. Choose anti-fragile. Common traps and counters. Trap, rebuilding fast without redesign. Counter move, audit first. Fix root cause. Trap, overcomplicating systems. Counter move, 3 pillars. Simple dashboard. Minimal automation. Trap, waiting for perfect timing. Counter move, start now. Build while you recover. Trap, thinking redundancy is waste. Counter move, redundancy is insurance. Insurance is survival. Remember, design beats discipline. Systems beat stress. Your 30-minute comeback blueprint. Timer, pen, paper, 30 minutes. Do this now. Audit the collapse. Write the root cause in 1 sentence. Define 3 pillars: cash buffer, skill stack, health baseline. Install 1 redundancy, second income stream or second recovery protocol. Write 1 failure drill. Schedule it for next week. Automate 1 essential, savings transfer or sleep block. Create a dashboard. Post it where you can't ignore it. Do it now, not tomorrow. Now. You don't need their permission. You need discipline. Language that locks the architecture. Say out loud, I don't patch. I redesign. I build systems that survive storms. Design beats discipline. I am anti-fragile. You have a choice. Identity decides. Architecture sustains. Outcomes compound. You just built the fortress. You turned chaos into clarity. You engineered resilience into your life. That's the ultimate comeback. Not luck, not hope, a system. Now the challenge. In the next 24 hours, complete 3 actions. 1, write your 3 pillars. 2, automate 1 essential. 3, schedule 1 failure drill. Then say it out loud. I don't break. I build. Start now, not tomorrow. Now, this is your takeaway. Resilience is a system. Stabilize first. Name the real problem. Own your first hour. Break the spiral. Stack micro wins. Guard your energy. Borrow strength. Turn pain into data. Adopt the identity. Rebuild stronger than before. Repeat after me. I adapt. I act. I persist. When the storm hits, you do not wait. You stabilize. You decide. You move. You control what you can. Breath, body, plan, next step. You measure progress, not perfection. You enforce boundaries. You ask for help. You iterate until momentum returns. You are not fragile. You are trained. You are prepared. You are capable. Now the challenge. In the next 24 hours, complete 3 resilience actions. 1, write a 24-hour stabilization plan. 2, execute the hardest task first. 3, send 5 messages to people who can help. Then say out loud, I don't break, I build. Start now, not tomorrow. Now.